Alright Kings, welcome to another video with Shiraz here guys. Before we dive into this, do me a favour, like, share, subscribe, comment down below, all that good stuff, and get these videos out. You're helping men out there, okay? A lot of you guys are watching and not doing that, so let's dive into this guys. Master your ego guys. Why is it important to master the ego? For all men out there, it's tantamount highly important guys. I talked about mastering your emotions, go check that video out. It's very important, but mastering your ego is tantamount penultimately important guys, because the ego is a thing that we run on every day guys. Most people don't realize, most men, and that can include women as well guys, all right, us as human beings, in today's society, in today's modern world, we are driven by ego guys, and most people do not realize guys that their ego is in control of them near enough 100% of the time. Those that don't have awareness guys, or have adopted a conscious awareness, okay, what do I mean by conscious awareness? It's basically an awareness of everything that's going on around you. It's awareness of yourself, it's awareness of people around you, it's awareness of your behaviors, it's awareness of what makes you react, all that kind of stuff, what makes you tick. Okay, that's conscious awareness, okay? People are not aware of that, so their ego runs them 100% of the time. And that's very, very dangerous, guys, okay? The reason being is that the ego is a very highly destructive thing. The ego, fellas, uncontrolled, is disastrous, right? It really is disastrous. The ego isn't made to be in your best favor guys, okay? It's not made to it's not a part of a human characteristic that is positive and for your benefit. The ego is highly destructive, fellas, all right? Unless guys, that you have done the work, unless you learn to do the work and use it and direct it in a positive way, like all bad things guys, like electricity, not used in the correct form can be destructive, deathly, right, hazardous, but used in the right form can provide amenities, can provide daily things to people that help people and helps humanity, lights up the streets, you know, what everything that electricity does, runs your washing machine, runs all modern day society basically, okay? But not used in the correct way guys, or used in the incorrect way and allowed to let loose, allowed to be undisciplined, that can cause death guys. Electric shocks, okay, currents, whatever, you know, lightning, you know, that's obviously natural, you know, from God, you know, if you get lightning, but still in an uncontrolled way, it can kill. Okay, so the same with the ego, in an uncontrolled way, guys, it's very dangerous. The ego, guys, it affects everything you do. The ego is very negative, guys. In most cases, I'd say in all cases, guys, most cases, right? I'd probably argue that 100% of the cases, the ego is very negative, guys. The ego causes you to do things that is not good for getting you further in the world, getting you ahead, guys. Allowing you to pursue your path and purpose, allowing you to pursue your goals, allowing you to be disciplined in your daily pursuits, because it's a self-talking, guys, negative aspect. I'll talk you out of things. Do you understand? The ego will talk you out of things. The ego will. It's a confrontational thing. Okay, it will cause confrontation unnecessarily, because it kind of talks and nips at you, and you have to have control of this, guys. Let me give you an example. You may get somebody that has done an act or something, or somebody cuts you off in the middle of the road and peeps at you or stick their fingers up at you, guys. Now, somebody who's in control of their ego, guys, all right, and mastered their ego, they're not going to think anything of that. They're going to let it go. Okay, they're going to like it's just because they don't allow the ego to react to that. But some people can't. So this is where you get road rage. This is where you get people jumping out of cars and fighting each other. And guys, I'm telling you this because it's something I constantly did in the past. Okay, I would let my ego run riot, and it's only because of self mastery, guys, and because of development, guys, that I don't let the ego run riot. Okay, similar things is when somebody talks to you in a derogatory manner, somebody shit tests you, guys, somebody hate shames you. Okay, your ego comes into a big play if it's uncontrolled. You will then start reacting to that. You'll maybe your actions will be based on that. Then it'll lead you down a horrible spiral of toxicity, negativity, and an unnecessary drama, guys, in your life. Okay, because you have no control over that, or you don't have the control to assess the situation and think, well, look, it's just words. Your ego will tell you, oh my God, this person said this person said that. Shiraz, you can't let that go. What kind of person would be if you let that go? He said this to you. Yeah, you won't be a man if you don't do this. You won't be a man if you don't react to that. It doesn't matter, guys. Okay, it doesn't matter because this is the way the ego works. It winds you up. It winds you up, making you think you're insecure if you don't respond. You're less of a man if you don't react to that person. That person's got one up you and he said something, he's walked off and he's just, so what, fellas, all right? So what? There's something I mentioned to somebody else, a relative, guys, and they were making a point about something that was said by somebody or something that was done, and the there was an argument with them. How can I say this without revealing too much detail, guys? Because I don't like putting personal stuff out there. But these new neighbours moved in, and the other neighbours from perception, don't really like them, etc. and stuff. And and the relative in question was saying, "Oh, you should go and say to them about those neighbours and stuff." Now that's the ego, guys, all right? Because the ego wants you to do that. Like they shouldn't be doing that. Why are they doing that? Oh, you should go. That's an ego thing. That's an uncontrolled ego. Now, if you allow the ego to take over, you then just go into a spiral of drama. Okay, and my point was that don't bring a fight. Don't go and look for a fight. Okay, if the fight comes to you, take the fight. This is what I say. So the ego is destructive in that way. It will make you look for confrontations. So it's a very, very destructive thing. Undisciplined ego is a very, very destructive thing. People that are running their egos, guys, have no self-control. People that run in their egos will be very destructive, toxic people because they have no control over their emotions. Their egos will control their emotions. They will just let their emotions run loose because the ego is in control of their emotions. This is why you have to master the ego, guys. All right. Let me give you another example. A guy in the gym. He was using a dumbbell I wanted. I was concentrating trying to find a workout and he's messing about. As usual, guys, what happens in these gyms, they mess about. They don't kind of train these days, guys, right? I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll show you content with me training and how I train. But anyway, we're digressing here. But I walked over to him because I had the dumbbells. It was a 30 at the time and I wanted to do my inclines. And I said to him, is it alright if I borrow that 30? He goes, no, I'm done, that's fine. I'm going up to 50. So I had to make the point, he's going up to 50. Right, but I'm still in my warm-up stage. But beforehand, like years ago, I would have just kind of made a comment back, like, yeah, well, I'm just warming up. But I'm in control of my ego now, and I just smiled at him, said, thank you for the weights, and just let him run with his ego. So I've gained control of my ego, and he hasn't. So this is the kind of thing, guys, and that's a weak man. That's a weak person. Okay, and it just so that would just lead to drama. You know, like trying to compare yourself to somebody else, then you maybe get a confrontation in the gym. You understand how the ego works, fellas, all right? You understand how it works. It whispers to you in your ear all the time. It's very dangerous. Same with working out, guys. You should have complete discipline on your actions and your purpose and your duties and the things you have to do. Do not allow the ego to interfere with that. Let me give you an example. When you're going to gym, you're start the week or whatever, you're working out, going to work, whatever, the ego will spin in your ear and will say, "Oh, you know," you'll start to make excuses of why you should do the things, or why you shouldn't go to the gym, train, or the weather's bad. This the ego will whisper, guys, and it'll talk you out to it. I'm telling you, it's destructive, fellas. All right, and this is why you have to have control over it. Okay, so I still feel it nipping in my ear sometimes when I'm thinking of some brutal sessions, you know, and it tries to talk you out of why you should do it, guys, and then I'm aware of that, and you have to snap out of it. It can be such a detrimental, destructive thing, the ego. So you have to have control of it, guys. Okay, it's very, very, very destructive, guys. Okay, the ego. It'll put you into a negative, very, very negative, toxic direction, guys. And as I said, people that are stuck in their egos or they run off their egos, guys, have no control over anything they do. They'll be very confrontational, very reactive, guys. They won't let things go. They won't see the greater thing. They won't see the greater road, the greater path. You know, even if somebody said something to you, somebody's pissed you off, somebody's did this. In hindsight, it's not a big thing. In hindsight, it's not something to ruin your day over. In hindsight, it's let your ego go. If somebody cuts you in front of the car, in hindsight, so what, right? But your ego will talk you out of that. So, and then you could go into competition, ruin the rest of your day. It's not worth it, guys. You have to control your ego. When you're going on a new maybe business venture or a new path where you have an idea for a business, or you know, a way of earning money, your ego will talk you out of that. It'll say, no, you can't do that, it's impossible. And you'll end up not doing it. So many people suffer from this, guys, all right? And this and the ego destroys maybe some success they would have in a certain direction, because the ego talks about how you're going to do it. It's impossible for you to do it. This is the kind of thing the ego does. So never, never, never run off your ego, fellas. Never pursue anything in life with your ego. Never listen to your ego, guys. Okay, you have to have control and discipline over your ego. You have to do it, and you do. You gain that, guys, through development, guys. You gain that through working yourself every day, guys. You gain through understanding yourself. People that run off their egos, fellas, all right, they don't understand. They haven't worked on themselves. They don't understand what pushes their buttons, why they react in a certain way. They're unwilling to correct themselves, and thus that again is the ego. They're so egotistical, they're so run off their egos that they think they're perfect. They have no need to correct themselves, but they are 100% in need of correction, guys. Okay, and this is where the ego runs. So these people are highly run on their egos. They have a godlike complex with their egos, guys. They have no understanding of the concept or functioning in ego. So ego is very, very highly destructive, guys. Ego also will lead you to a path of non-peace, guys. You will have no peace if you run in your ego. Okay, I'm telling you, you will have no peace, guys, if you run an ego, because you won't be able to let things go. You will always be in a state of drama. You'll always be in a state of confrontation, guys. It's not a good thing, guys. You need control and mastery over your ego. Okay, it's very, very dangerous, guys. It's very tantamount dangerous to your development. It's dangerous to your success, guys. And the egos highly dangerous to your path in life, fellas. All right, so you have to master your ego, guys. It's a tantamount thing to do, is to master your ego, guys, along with your emotions. Master your emotions, master your ego. Don't go off anything. Don't run off your ego, guys, for any perception in life, for any path in life. Don't go off your ego, guys. Always go off your subconscious. Always go off your imagination and your subconscious. Never rely on the ego, guys, because the ego will talk you out of everything. The ego will make you feel. The ego will make you feel, guys. That's why you have to master it, right, and have control of it. But then saying that again, guys, having that discipline, control of the ego can be a good thing. There are certain ways to use the ego to your advantage, guys, and the clever people use their ego to their advantage. For instance, guys, you can use the ego as a healthy ego to, say for training sake, you have a healthy ego in relation to leveling up, in relation to getting better, in relation to competing with somebody else. All right, you got one set, I'll get another set. Right, you got one rep, I'll get another rep. Right, it's the ego there. Oh no, actually, I need to push another rep at this. I need to do legs. I need to get another set of these legs. That's how you can use ego in a positive manner, or other things like ego in your pursuits, in your business pursuits. Having the positive ego in terms of driving you guys to some sort of success. Having a positive ego in terms of your basic fundamentals and masculinity, your path and purpose, your money, your finance, guys, your status, all these things. If you use the ego right, can lead you to do well in these areas, because you're using a controlled ego, guys. All right, to achieve these things. So the ego can be a powerful thing if controlled, to help push you towards these goals, guys, because you want to be in that status level, guys, and you can use your ego as a healthy ego to be in that status level, maybe to have that good car, guys, maybe to have the respect of other people, maybe to have social respect. Okay, ego can be good in that sense, but uncontrolled, it's not good in any sense, guys, because it will lead you to failure. So, guys, with that said, I hope this one helped you guys, all right? I hope this one gave you value. Guys, subscribe to the channel, guys. This channel is growing. Thanks for all the new subscribers, guys. The Cobra Kai videos did really well. I'm going to do some more in the Cobra Kai's, guys, because I think that show is a perfect example of what not to do as a man, what not to do as a masculine man, certainly, guys. And it's a lot of good red pill information, guys, out there for you in that show. So I'm going to do some more videos on that. With saying that, guys, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this one. And take care, guys. Till the next one, Shiraz out. See you soon. And guys, don't forget to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.